Good morning, IMS families. This is Ms. Budges. It is Wednesday, April 1st, and we are excited to send you another edition of our IMS Admin Reach Out. Today we want to talk a little bit about our office hours and ways to connect with our families again. In our last video, I talked a little bit about this. Our teachers have been doing such a good job of communicating and reaching out and giving students a variety of ways for them to check in with our teachers. We want to make sure that you know that our office hours are not mandatory, but we would encourage our students to really look at what's being posted on Schoology, investigate the documents, and then utilize the office hours as a way to ask questions, seek support, connect just relationally with teachers. Our teachers really want to be there for our kids and meet their needs and are working super hard on the postings that they are making on Schoology. So we ask that you really challenge your students to re-engage, and they do not need to stay on the office hours for very long. Maybe it's just a quick hello, and if there's a question, get that question answered. But there is absolutely no expectation that a student stay an entire hour. In fact, that doesn't make sense necessarily, but we just want to make sure that you know that those are available for all of our teachers and for all of our kids to access their teacher during those office hours. And then of course they can Schoology message a teacher beyond those office hours, and they will get a response from the teacher. And then parents, if you need to connect with teachers or counselors or us, please just send us an email and we will establish a time to connect together. If it's not a quick answer that we can do in email, if we need to establish a Google chat or a phone call, we are super happy to support you. Our whole focus now is teacher-directed learning with parent support, and we really want to re-engage our students as our lessons roll out and ramp up and get more and more substantial. So we look forward to working with you more closely and know that we are here for you. We miss you, and we truly hope that at some point we are back in the building together. Thank you. Have a great day.
Hi, IMS families. Mr. Lucas here. I hope that this video finds you well. Thinking about you, students, and your families during this time. I wanted to connect with you today about the online resources and learning opportunities that have been increasing over the last few weeks and talk a little bit about where we're headed. So thank you to those students and families who have accessed those materials and checked in with teachers. We know that there are several students who have not yet checked in and taken advantage of those learning opportunities and online resources. And so we would encourage you to partner with us and work with your student to access those things that have been made available to students so that teachers can have an opportunity to check in with them and to see that they are continuing their learning. If there are barriers in the way of you accessing those materials, we encourage you to reach out to us and let us know in some way. You can email an IMS administrator or email teachers directly to let them know challenges that you may be having with accessing those materials, because as we move forward, we are going to be in the next couple of weeks moving towards a place where it is less optional. So we definitely want you to take an opportunity now to log in, access the learning materials, check in with teachers so that we're ready to go when that point comes. For next week specifically, although teachers won't be available, there will be new work and material posted for students to access. So I would encourage you to log in next week and check for those learning opportunities. Again, so grateful for you working with us and partnering with us as we continue to educate students at IMS, and looking forward to an opportunity for us all to be back in the building again together. But until that point, continue checking those online resources, continue checking in with teachers, and I hope that you have a great rest of your week. Thanks.
Hi, everybody. This is Mr. Miller. This is my dog, Grace. We wanted to tell you about a couple things, a couple reminders that are coming up that you need to know about. Oh, Grace wants to get out of here. The first one is that we are going to actually move from trimester 2 to trimester 3 on April 20th. So we'll continue after spring break, to have one more week of trimester 2, and then we'll move to trimester 3. So you'll be getting to do some of your electives. I know it won't look the same as if you are in class at school, unless we're back on the 27th or later than that. But we're going to start with trimester 3 electives on the 20th. So keep an eye out for that. You'll see some changes in Skyward and Schoology, as well as communication from your teachers, your new trimester 3 teachers, for those of you that make some class changes. In addition, we still want you to go on and do that registration for those of you that are 6th and 7th graders, current 6th and 7th graders. About a third of you have done that so far. It's important that we get that stuff into the system so we can start making classes for next year to make sure we know how many kids want each class and try to meet everybody's needs. So if you could do that, that would be great. There's directions on the website. There's also counselors and our registrar available as well if you have questions. So if you could take care of that in the next couple of days, that would be great. We hope you're doing well. We hope you're staying safe. Looks like it's a little bit sunny today, although the weather has kind of been back and forth here. But we hope to see you soon. Keep checking in with your teachers and starting to work with that curriculum, because we're going to be ramping that up over the next couple of weeks. So take care.